My name is Shawn Hansson. I'm the CEO and founder of a company called 𝐀𝐀𝐨𝐿 Integration. We're based out of Lone Tree, Colorado. We've been in business for 21 years, and we do audiovisual and integration in high-end residential, but also commercial as well. When I first met Analytix, it was at the Total Tech Summit, and I think it was in maybe 2018, 2019, and I met 𝐀𝐿 and a couple others at Analytix at the Total Tech Summit and started to learn about what Analytix did. And we were really looking for a company to help us when we had ebbs and flows of projects and when we needed help with engineering or programming, design, or even doing red lines for our projects. And so we tried Analytix in 2018 or 2019, actually on a pretty large project. I think we did a small project and then we did a large project, and it turned out really, really great. We were shockingly surprised on how easy it was to work with Analytix. I would say one of the strongest suits of working with Analytix was their process and turnaround time. So in 2019, our company was so busy. We've been in business 21 years. I hadn't been out in the field for 10, 12 years, and myself and another manager got our tools to help finish a couple really large projects. And one of those projects was an oil and gas company. And Analytix did the drawings, and it was one of the largest projects we'd ever done with Analytix. And the drawings were so accurate. We built the racks, hung the TVs at the heights. I mean, everything on the drawings was phenomenal. And myself and a gentleman named Kimball, along with another team member, Luke, we put together that project and built it out in a few weeks and commissioned it. I think there was one NVX that was labeled wrong. Other than that, the drawings, which are multiple pages of CAD drawings, were extremely accurate. So I would say the processes and the listening on the scope of work and the bill of materials was great. I think they do that better than anybody else I've seen. We were really excited. It really showed us the potential that they had to work with our team. And one of the benefits that we have using Analytix is it frees up our engineers to do other things. So instead of maybe doing CAD drawings or some of the things that they do every day, maybe that somebody else can do, Analytix can take that back office work, including some of the CAD stuff, and our team can focus on other things, improving processes, making the business better, maybe even spending more time with customers on job sites. So that's been a really, really great thing for us as a company. A few problems that we've identified as a company is we get so busy with projects, we often don't have time to do red lines. Red lines are drawings after the project is done or near done and documenting how the system was actually hooked up. So along the way of a project, there can be multiple change orders, customer requests, different things that happen to change along the length and timeline of a project. And so we knew that we had to get these red lines done. And when we get busy, we run out of time and, we often put them aside. So a problem for us is getting the red lines completed. So we just started using Analytix to do those red lines. That way the service department has accurate drawings of how everything was hooked up. Because oftentimes we leave the job and we have to kind of figure it out when we got too busy to do those red lines. So that's been one problem. Another problem that Analytix has helped us solve is when our engineers get too busy, we're able to offload some of the work over to Analytix and keep up with our workflow and not get behind. Salespeople get frustrated when engineering gets behind, and even pre-sales engineering. So that's really helped us balance out the workload. So those are two really big problems that Analytix has helped us solve. One of the ways Analytix has transformed our business is improving our processes. So we've had our own processes and we do pre-sales engineering and engineering a certain way. but the way Analytix runs projects through is very efficient and consistent. So every single time we submit a new project, they do things the same way, and it's really pushed us to come up with better processes and be more efficient as a company. Because they have so many resources, they can challenge us. I mean, they're a larger company than us, so they definitely have a lot of resources. So the next step for us with Analytix is looking at other options for our company. How can they help us? They have so many resources and a really large team with expertise in a lot of areas, such as accounting, back office, virtual assistants. They even have HR. So we could do recruiting with them. So, 2024, end of 2024, we're starting to look at other options. How can they help us in accounting? Can they do our sales commissions? A lot of companies, even us, we do mundane things over and over and over in-house, but maybe your team can focus on other things. Maybe they can do other things that you need and have Analytix help with some of that back-end stuff. So for us, that's the next steps, is to look at things like accounting and outsourcing some other things. So we're pretty excited about it. A lot of people have asked me, has the language barrier been a challenge for us? And for the most part, it really hasn't. They all speak great English, and we do a lot of communications through email, but all of our Zoom and Teams call have been really good. If we need a problem or an issue that needs to be solved, they respond quick, and the communication's been good. So I think Analytix, better than anyone else, is good at processes. So making a project go through the same processes every single time to come out with consistent, accurate results, and I think they do that better than anybody else I've seen.